In this city, I feel like everybody else. It's a bad mix between time, money, and ideas. For a really long time, I didn't feel motivated. Sometimes you need something new to come along to get that spark back. Sometimes you need to get away. Back when my mom was sick, we kept returning to this island, and we made a lot of really special memories here. I would take the new Panasonic GH6 to where I was the happiest. St. Martin. To be honest, when I'm here, I don't really think about much. I just try to immerse myself in everything going on. For the first time in a really long time, I felt present. It was all about the moments. I really wanted to take it slow this time. I didn't want the pressures of responding to emails or trying to film something in the city. I just wanted to let the motivation come naturally. I got to meet the locals and I learned so much from the stories they told me. I had the opportunity to enjoy some of the best food I've ever had. The money you spend at a restaurant doesn't always dictate the quality of a meal in some places. And in this place, you forget about a status and you start appreciating the people again. After a much needed break, it feels good getting back into the swing of things. Thanks for bringing that spark back. How's it going, guys? I appreciate you watching that mini film that I made about kind of just trying to take a break from my normal life and going to where I feel happiest, which is St. Martin, with this guy, the Panasonic GH6, which helped kind of re-spark my motivation to make some films again. With that being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about what I really liked about this camera and the benefits of using this camera, because I know there's a lot of questions about it and there's a lot of anticipation behind it. So one of the things that I really liked about this camera was the ergonomic shape of it and how they changed the grip. They made them thick. I don't know if I should ever say that again. You see this grip right here? My Edward Scissorhands, like alien looking hands, it fits perfectly. It's great for the handheld. So bigger camera, better handheld, heavier camera, ergonomically just feels better. I like it a lot. So congratulations, Panasonic. You hit the nail on the head, or you hit the handle on the head. I don't know where I'm going with this. They added a pretty nifty internal cooling system here, as you can see. Don't know if my Panasonic GH5 will focus on that. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Hey, there it is. As you can see, it has a pretty nifty internal cooling situation going on in there. That's a win, I think. Let's talk about the recording specs, the juicy, high quality resolution recording specs. I should probably shut this thing off while I am shaking it around. So this camera can shoot 5.7K in 60 frames in 10-bit 420, which is pretty wild because that resolution is crazy, very sharp. Obviously you can punch in as far as you want. With that being said, it will do 4K in 422 10-bit in 60 frames, and it'll do 4K in 420 10-bit in 120 frames. This camera can also do Apple ProRes 422 HQ internally. Craziness. So everybody is asking about the autofocus. I feel like that's one of the biggest topics around this camera. The previous GH camera, the GH5, it didn't have very good autofocus. It was subpar, to say the least. As somebody who uses manual focus more often than not, this was a nice touch. They upgraded their autofocus dramatically. It's still the same autofocus system that it had in the previous camera, but they upgraded it a lot. And I have to say that it is really nice to be able to use a functioning autofocus system. I wouldn't say that it is better than all the other systems when it comes to particularly autofocus, but compared to the GH5, it is a massive upgrade, and there's a substantial difference. So I think they did a really good job improving that. Talking a little bit about the battery life. So the battery life on this thing is nothing less than incredible. And I can speak on this firsthand because I only had this camera for about 8 days and I took it on vacation, and they only gave me one battery. One battery. They gave me one battery. So every single day I would have to charge this thing, go out, shoot, and hope that it didn't die by the end of the day. And I gotta say, I shot everything in 5.7K. Almost everything. Some things I shot in 4K and 10-bit, 60 frames 422. But most of it I shot in 5.7K just because I wanted to see if it would overheat or the battery would fry out on me, and it didn't. And it didn't. I forgot to talk about the stabilization. Everything that you see in this video, other than the ATV scene, was handheld. I did not use a gimbal for one scene. Truth be told, I actually forgot my gimbal plate at home and I tried to put it on and it just didn't work. Just handheld through the whole thing and it worked. So clearly the image stabilization works like a charm. The price of the GH6 is $2,803 Canadian. For $2,800, you are getting a very, very solid setup. This camera is an incredible tool for people who are either shooting like indie filmmaking stuff, documentaries, you know, just short films on really anything. It's Netflix approved, so it's just a great camera overall. I mean, as far as Micro Four Thirds go, I can't see how it gets any better than this. Keep in mind, guys, I have still only used the camera for a couple weeks, so I'm still learning the ins and outs of it, but I will let you know as it unfolds. But so far, it's an incredible camera. Shout out to Panasonic, and thank you for re-sparking my motivation to continue filmmaking. Until next time, guys, remember to subscribe, hit the comment button, buy Panasonic using discount code. No, I'm joking. I didn't get paid for this. It'd be awesome if I got paid for this, but we didn't. This was free. By the way, this is not an ad. Which, by the way, Panasonic, if you want to pay me for anything, that'll be great. So I'm gonna be releasing more short film related stuff, more ads, more commercials. So if you want to see all that, then go ahead and subscribe. There's gonna be more BTS stuff as well. So until next time, I will see you later. Peace out.